afternoon with the invocation and pledge of allegiance led by Councilman Mearsman. Everybody, please rise.
Bow your heads. Amid the constellation of ideas, let wisdom be our guiding light. Like astronomers who study the skies for insights, let us study the landscape of thought to uncover the paths that lead us to informed decisions. Through this invocation of wisdom, let us tap into the collective knowledge that resides within us, combining the lessons of the past with the foresight that lights our way into the future. Amen.
Amen.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence as we pause and reflect on the many sacrifices made by our military, who protect the blanket of freedom we sleep under every night and who continue to protect our way of life. Thank you. You may be seated.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I call this meeting to order. This is a City of Hardeeville City Council meeting at 205 Main Street, Hardeeville, South Carolina, 29927, this Thursday, 18th September 2025 at 5 p.m. The first order of business is to approve today's agenda. Do I have a motion for approval, disapproval, or make any changes to the agenda?
Make a motion that we approve the agenda.
Any discussions?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And the agenda is approved. Ms. Noriega, do we have anyone signed up for public comment?
No, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you. Moving on to public presentations, and we're going to begin with the introduction for the fire department. And we'll start with the introduction of firefighter Caleb Williams.
Good evening,
Thank you,
Mayor
Chief.
Pro Tem and Council. How's everyone tonight?
Good.
Awesome. It's one of the special treats. We get to bring a bunch of young new guys for y'all to meet, and that'll be part of our department, hopefully for a very long time. So we'll start off with Caleb Williams. I don't know if y'all remember Caleb. He used to work for us. He decided that he wanted to go play in the big city of Charlotte for a couple of years, and has decided now he wants to come back to the coast, and he's back joining us, and we're glad to have him. He did leave on good terms, so it wasn't like he left on bad terms. So
Grass
he
is
did come
not
back.
always greener on the
On
other
the
side.
other
That's
side.
right,
yeah.
Sharon. That's right. So we'll let Caleb talk a little bit.
Okay.
Again, my name is Caleb Williams. I'd just like to thank the opportunity to be able to work here. My wife and I, we just moved down here in February from Charlotte. I've got 7 years of experience, originally from Wisconsin. And again, I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
Welcome. Council.
I'm not, no sir. Jaguars.
Okay, you're good.
Welcome back.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief.
Next will be Mr. Ray Jennings, who is one of our paramedics. He's riding the ambulance. Are you on today, or is Mueller's on today? Okay, sorry. But he came to us from Chatham EMS, and he's going through the fire school now with our other probies that we have. So we'll let him talk a little bit about himself and his family.
Good evening. As we said, my name is Ray Jennings. I go by Trey. Coming over from Savannah, where I was an EMS captain for about 4 years, and been in EMS for about 15 years now, between military medicine and being a EMT or paramedic. I'm really excited for this opportunity, really excited to see what the City of Hardeeville does, and I can't wait to be part of this agency.
Okay. So you mentioned military medicine. Were you in the services?
Yes, I was a Army medic for about 5 years. I got out in 2017.
Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you for your service. Thanks.
Next is Mr. Mark Mueller, who is on the ambulance today, and they had a call. so he had to leave. I thought I saw the ambulance leave, but anyway, he also came from Chatham EMS, so another EMS guy that has got a lot of experience that came over, so we're glad to have him as well. I believe the next one is Mr. Michael Phillips. This is one of our new guys, so not a lot of experience. He is actually, we did start last Monday, is that correct, sir? Yes, sir. Last Monday with our first ever in-house probationary school. So they will go through firefighter 1, firefighter 2, and all the other necessary classes over the next couple months. So we're doing it, it's a new hybrid style class. I believe we're the first in the state to try this. So they've got a lot of computer learning, and then they're still here 40 hours a week working with the crews and learning from the crews the hands-on stuff. So they will have tests. They tested my nerves last week. They both missed their first test, but then they bounced back on Monday and passed it with flying colors. So
Awesome.
they did very well on Monday, so that's a good thing. They had me a little nervous, but they did well. Mr. Phillips, go ahead.
As Chief Camp stated, I am Michael Phillips. I have no experience in the fire service at all, but I'm grateful to start my journey here because I love seeing the guys, especially with our new fire academy system. I'm really happy to see everybody work together into knowing that we're ready for going into the field, and it's really great seeing everybody work together and corresponding in that effect. And I'm also grateful to see all of you guys. It's great to see who's part of the city, who I'm able to work with in the future, and I'm really grateful for this experience.
Do you live in the city?
I live over in Bluffton. I'm only 15 minutes away,
Okay.
so I'm very local. I'm
Awesome.
originally from New York, just in the middle, kind of.
We won't hold that against you.
But I've been here for 10 years, so
Okay.
I'm familiar.
Well, welcome.
You're Southern enough then.
Yeah, just about.
Chief,
Thank you.
can any of these new guys play softball?
Yeah, right.
I used to play baseball in high school.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
You hear that, Sam?
Trying to set me up.
Thank you, Chief. Well, welcome. Thank you.
Hope you enjoy.
Yes.
And the last is Mr. William Keller. He too is one of our new probationary firemen.
Oh,
Good evening, everyone. My name is William Keller, as you said. I hail from the Northeast Pennsylvania area, from Scranton, PA. If you've ever seen the TV show The Office, you know where Scranton is at. As you said, I'm a probationary firefighter for the Hardeeville Fire Department. The hybrid recruit school process has been wonderful so far. It's been quite the challenge. However, that's what life is all about, is taking on challenges and overcoming them. And I will be very honored to spend my career working for the city of Hardeeville and achieving self-betterment and experience along that path.
I like that.
Training
Yeah.
from the best there is.
Yeah.
Chief, he's after your job.
Already?
Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, we're glad you're here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem and Council.
Thank you. Next, we have introductions for the police departments. Lieutenant Creel.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, Mayor Pro Temp and Council and staff. Just like the fire department, we too have some good news and some new additions. These heroes don't get to sleep on duty. Want to start by introducing first to my left, your right. This is Jacob Norris. He's originally from Chicago. He obtained his associate's degree in criminal justice and graduated here from USCB with his bachelor's in business administration. He's got 5 years of public safety experience in a non-sworn position, and he actually just graduated from the South Carolina Police Academy September 5th.
Congratulations.
So he is currently in his field training on patrol at the moment. To my right, we have Russell Simmons. He's originally from Kansas City. He started his law enforcement career with the Missouri Department of Corrections, later becoming a certified Class 1 officer in South Carolina with the Port Royal Police Department in 23. So he just had his first child, Avery, in January.
Congratulations.
And he also is on patrol in his field training as well. They're doing a great job for us, and I've got no doubt that they're going to continue doing that. So I'll give them a chance to speak.
Thank you. Yes.
Hello, all. My name is Jacob Norris, like LT Creel was saying. Thank you guys for giving me the honor to come work for your beautiful city. I know I'm not originally from down here, but I love the area, and I love the opportunity to work with the great people of Hardeeville and the visitors who do come and visit.
Thank you. Welcome.
Very much.
You Cub fan?
I am a Cubs fan.
There we go.
Yeah. Yep.
Hello, Russell Simmons. I grew up in Kansas City, about 20 minutes from the stadium, so I'm not a bandwagoner for the Chiefs. But I'm very grateful to be working over here. Lots of people have come over from Port Royal, and they've had nothing but good things to say. And from what I've seen, this is a tremendous department, lots of growth happening. I'm happy to be able to assist as much as I can in that growth to make sure that the community, everybody part of it, is safe as well. And as far as softball goes, I did go scholarship for baseball.
Oh, Chief. Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Good to have you aboard. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Before you all sit down, I just want to say something. It's so nice to see you all bringing your families.
Yes.
We are a family. We want to welcome all of your family to the city of Hardeeville family. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have the introduction of procurement analysis.
I can switch.
That's a typo,
Oh,
Madam Pro Tem. It's analyst.
analyst.
So saying, yeah, he will be doing a lot of analysis, so,
We need to be analyzed.
but I just want to take a minute and introduce Brandon Parker. This is literally his 9th day with us, and he's got about 2 decades of procurement experience, most recently with the federal government, and he has hit the floor running. We've had meetings. He and the city manager and I had a meeting, and we've also met with some of the other key department heads about some projects we have going, and it's clear, I think we've got the right guy where we can really, we have somebody who can really help us take our procurement function to where we need it to be as we continue to grow. And I'll let Brandon say a few words.
Thank you.
Again, I'm Brandon Parker. I've come from the northeast portion of Maryland, about 35 minutes from Philly. I know the mayor's from Philly, so we would have had a great conversation. Go Eagles.
Yes, you would have, had he been here, yes.
Yes. And like John said, this is my 11th day in the Hardeeville area. I moved down on Sunday before I started work on Monday. And our house will be, I'm in Bluffton currently, but our house in Margaritaville will be done on October 16th.
Okay,
So
nice.
I appreciate the construction in front. That's, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have the introduction of Assistant Public Works Director, Mr. Keith Hotchkiss. And I'm glad it's happening, yeah. It's important.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'm excited to introduce Keith. I'm going to let him do most of the talking, but we're excited to have him here. And same as Brandon, he's been here for 9 days. So, but he's hit the ground running. He's doing a great job so far.
Hit the ground running. Hello, everyone. I'm thankful, first and foremost. It's my life. I've been wanting to get down here for a long time. And I have family in Charleston. And this is like, I finally made it. Here. I finally made it down to the low country. So I'm Keith Hotchkiss. I'm originally from upstate New York, about 20 minutes outside of Syracuse. I was Deputy Superintendent for Public Works up there for many years, and have been in every aspect of Public Works for over 30 years, specializing pretty much in just about anything. Most recently, the last 2 years, getting down to South Carolina, I've lived in Greenville, and I was stormwater supervisor there. So Public Works is my forte, and I'm just very thankful for being here. I really am.
your stormwater experience is going to come in
Come in very handy, yes.
Definitely, very handy, right, John?
What brought you down here?
I'm going to say the typicals: weather, taxes, life. My daughter is a student at University of Georgia. She's going to be a doctor in 2 years. She graduated from
Awesome.
Syracuse University and got her master's up there.
Okay.
And her life, I believe, is going to be the South too. It's one of those things. My family's been down here, but life never allowed me to get here until a little bit later. But I'm very thankful, and this is. I just like it down here. I'm done with the snow, and I'm done with the snow.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel really welcomed and everything that at our departments. Welcome. Thank you.
I can tell you that Carla, Keith, and I have already driven White Hardy Boulevard and talked about the ways in which we can work on improving that corridor. And so we've got some really good ideas. I saw the crews out there this morning already getting on top of it. So
Awesome.
yep, appreciate it. But
Good. Thank you.
You're going to see some really good stuff coming about.
Thank you.
Hitting the ground running.
Yep.
Thank you.
Just what, 11 days in and already? That's right. Okay. Next, we have the Riverton Charitable Fund presentation by Mrs. Stacy McAfee and Mrs. Carolyn Castle.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and
Oh.
Council. City Manager, City Staff, Carolyn Council, Riverton Point, Co-Chair of the Riverton Charitable Fund. I'm honored to be before you tonight on this side of the dais, for sure. It's always good to be on this side instead of that side for that. Stacy is our new chair of the Riverton Charitable Fund, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and talk to you a little bit about what we've done for the past year. But I just wanted to slip a little reminder in there. It's the mayor's birthday this weekend, so you want to
Yes.
make sure you do it. Stacy.
Thank you, Carolyn. Well, good evening, Mayor Pro Tem, Council, City Manager, and staff. Thank you once again for the opportunity to be with you this evening. My name is Stacy McAfee, and I won't spend a lot of time on my background, but I will tell you I have the privilege and honor of serving as the chair of the Riverton Charitable Fund. I'm a resident of Riverton Point. My husband Terry and I moved here 2 years ago, and we couldn't be happier to be a part of this community. So this evening, I wanted to bring you up to speed on the accomplishments and the work of the Riverton Charitable Fund. Some of you may have heard from us last year, but we're excited to share some new information with you and refresh you a bit on the work that we do and why. So the Riverton Charitable Fund, our mission is to reach out and align the residents of Riverton Point to support the needs of Jasper County. Our vision is to better understand the local needs, to address those, and to align together to support local challenges and make stronger outcomes for our community. We focus in 3 areas. The first is reducing food insecurity. The second is strengthening community support mechanisms and structures. And finally, improving educational outcomes. We accomplish our mission by raising funds, engaging with various stakeholders, building partnerships, and creating positive impact within Jasper County. And we have a particular focus on the city of Hardeeville, our neighbors. I wanted to share with you what we've accomplished. So in 2022, a number of forward-thinking residents of Riverton Point decided that it would be important for us to align our hearts and our minds to do what we could to support all of our neighbors in Jasper County. One of those founding board members is Carolyn, someone you know well. So since that time, when we formed in 2022, I want to give you an update on what we've accomplished. In 2023, we were able to award our first grants to 2 nonprofits. We awarded $4,500 in the areas we just mentioned. Last year, we decided that we wanted to do more, and we offered our first annual gala, and we were able to raise just about $24,000. We awarded $24,000 in grants to 6 nonprofits immediately after that gala. And this year we said, what else can we do? How can we do more? So we had our second annual gala, and we raised even more this year. And as a result of that and some fundraising that we had done throughout the year, we were able to make 8 grants to nonprofits for over $42,000. As important as those grants are, we think that rolling up our sleeves and getting involved and giving our residents an opportunity to deeply engage in our community in the work to understand those needs and to feel the impact of what we're doing, as you know, in your work is so important. So throughout the year, we offer outreach activities to our residents. Some examples of that include our quarterly Keep Jasper Beautiful projects, where we're doing cleanup on East Argent. We do food donations to the senior center based upon the requests that they have, school supply drives, food drives, and recently food distribution with one of our grantees from this year, the Low Country Food Bank. So I think we're pretty proud to say in 2 years we've increased our grants by tenfold, and we're certainly continuing to increase our outreach. So we're not satisfied, as you probably aren't. We want to do so much more, and we're committed to really understanding better the needs of the local community, helping to address those needs alongside of yourselves and other nonprofits. And so what we're trying to do is to make a positive difference and to show that we are neighbors in this work. As you think about the grant recipients from this year, I think you'll recognize the quality of the nonprofits that we're partnering with. I think you'll also understand the scope of the work that we're trying to address within those 3 key areas. We're trying to reduce food insecurity. We're trying to strengthen community support structures. And lastly, we're working to improve educational outcomes. So obviously, I won't read them to you, but the Children's Cancer Partners, Agape, Programs for Exceptional People, Deep Well, Low Country Autism, Child Abuse Prevention Association, New Destiny Center, and the Low Country Food Bank. In the interest of being respectful of your time, and I know that you have other things on the agenda this evening, I won't go through this list. I'm leaving you with the PowerPoint that details the types of grants that were awarded. I would just like, if time allows, to highlight 3 in particular that I think give you an idea of the nature of our work. So in the area of education, the Low Country Autism Foundation received a $10,000 grant to support 10 children in a physician-designed program of assessing and treating young people with autism. In the area of food insecurity, the Low Country Food Bank received an $8,000 grant to deliver 30,000 pounds of fresh produce to 120 Jasper County families. And lastly, in the area of community support, the Child Abuse Prevention Association, we funded over $6,000 to support an amazing program of parent education and cribs for 50 babies to support SIDS within our county. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you for your dedication and your service to my home. And we would also just like to say that we are proud to partner with you to continue to do great work and to make this county an amazing place to live for all residents. Thank you, and I'm happy to take any questions that you might have.
Council?
How do you jury the projects that you support? I mean, do you have an internal committee that, do you ask the community for these, or do you choose them on your own, or?
So we work under the umbrella of the Community Foundation of the Low Country, and they help facilitate our grant application process. They also help us to vet the applications that come in, and once we have received that information from them, we have an internal committee of the board that uses a very well-developed rubric to assess and to recommend to the full board the grants that we might give out. And to be honest, we would have loved to have given out more. There were a lot of amazing opportunities that we would have loved to fund it along with these this year.
Some of the other developments within our community are a lot larger than Riverton Point, and I find the amount of money that you all raise, it's an amazing number for the number of homes that you have within it. So I'm proud of you and be very proud of each other for being able to do this. Thank you.
Thank you. And, you know, we have an amazing board of dedicated people, but I would say we have a caring community, and we hope to continue alongside you to do good work here. And I think our goal also is that you know more about the work that we're doing and you carry the charitable fund name forward, so that if there are needs and organizations that should be applying for grants, that they're aware of our process, which is an annual process.
So the ones that have already been given grants here, are they allowed to apply the following year
Yes.
as well? Or
We have a request for an accountability report that's received at the end of the grant year. And based upon that, they are absolutely welcomed to apply again.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Sure.
That's awesome.
I think the growth to get to $42,000 in your, where you started is impressive. And also the variety of the grants that you give is, spreads a lot of good to a lot of different places. So, and it's a lot of hard work, and you have some very dedicated people, and the amount of money you've raised is very, very impressive. And so thank you for your good work.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your time.
Next, we have the presentation and approval of minutes of September 4th, 2025, the regular city council meeting. Do I have a motion to approve, disapprove, or make any changes to the minutes of September 4th, 2025?
Make a motion, we approve the minutes of September 4th.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussions? Being no discussions, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Moving on to old business, this is the second reading of an ordinance of the City of Hardeeville, South Carolina, to amend Section 2-41 of the Code of Ordinances authorizing the mayor to declare a local state of emergency without prior council approval, subject to the time limitations and conditions and other matters related thereto. Ordinance number 2025-09-04A. Mr. Gruber, take it away.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This item is before you tonight on second reading, and there have been no changes since this was discussed at first reading. And just for the benefit of the public, what this ordinance is doing is changing language that is currently in the town's code regarding how we approach an emergency situation. And all that we're doing is updating that language. I think the language that's in the code now was last drafted in 1983. And so it doesn't take into account things like cell phones and the ability to meet virtually. And so this language is essentially just being updated to reflect what our current practices would be in responding to an emergency situation.
Thank you. Do we have any comments from the public? Any comments from the council?
No, ma'am.
No?
I think with safety being so key, that's a good adjustment, and it creates some quickness, which I think is very important.
And also brings us up to date, since we have all the technology on board, it just modernizes everything. Okay, so since we've done the discussion, is there a motion to approve, disapprove, or make any changes to the second reading of ordinance 2025-09-04A?
Madam Mayor Pro Tem, I make a motion that we approve on second reading ordinance 2025-09-04A.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes. We have a second reading of an ordinance to amend the municipal zoning and development ordinance, the MZDO, section 7.2.f, notice of for applications, ordinance number 2025-09-04B. Mr. Gruber.
Yes, ma'am. As you indicated, this is second reading. There have been no changes since we had first reading at our last meeting. And for the public's benefit, what this ordinance does is it updates the language in our municipal zoning code that basically talks about how we will try to notify impacted, affected, or adjacent property owners anytime that there's proposed new development or new actions that would have to come through our formal approval process. We talked fairly lengthy last time about what those notification standards would be changed to, but I think I can summarize that by saying that if the council moves forward with adopting this tonight, the city of Hardyville will have some of the strongest, if not the strongest, notification standards in our area.
Any comments or questions from council?
Josh, go ahead, John, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, as you're doing the standards, and I'm sure you're thinking, let's make sure they're really bulletproof, because it's such a critical issue of getting notified that we want to have a variety of ways to do it and sureness that each of them are going to work, so collectively, it's going to be a real impact for people that need to know. So thank you, Josh, on that.
Yes, sir. And I'll say it for y'all and as well as the public. If there is a better way for us to get notification to people, we are willing to do it. That is where we approach it from. And so what we've proposed is, at this point, what we think is the best way for us to go about making those notifications.
Yeah, moving away from the Paul Revere standard is good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank staff for all the work that you all have put into this. I think Val remembers our first thing that we had to deal with was Farm on Main. And that's back when we were using, 8x10 cardboard on posts around property. We realized that that wasn't the right way to do it. Things have changed, and you have all been the biggest part of it. You've done the research, you've looked at everything, and I think you've pulled out the best of the best of the best for us to be. I think we are going to be the model that the other cities will start looking at for the notification of what we have. Our quick growth has demanded it, and you all stepped up and you provided us with it. Thank you very much.
And I second that. Mr. Carroll?
I was just gonna say, Josh and I dealt with some issues with that last time, but, I don't know any other way than we could have done it before besides putting those cardboard signs up and certified mail. That's the only way, two ways I know. Because now I guess we can, I don't know, maybe email or whatever but anyway, definitely we need some improvement. But anyway, there was a lot of research done into that. That was Brad and Katie, so thank you. Saves us a lot of grief.
Josh, I was just curious, and I don't say this for any other reason, but do we have a way of looking at best practices from other places and other regions that do this? And I'm not sure that we do, but I would suspect we do some of the best practices in our research of what we're going to do.
Yes, sir. So actually, when this issue was first brought up, and it came to us by a couple members of our planning commission who said, hey, we think that there could be a better way to do this, and we're going to challenge you to figure that out. So I talked with staff, and I asked them to survey not only those areas that are kind of in geographical proximity to us, so our neighbors to the north, neighbors to the south, but we also looked at other communities that are similar to us. So suburban communities that are fast growing in nature and otherwise. And so what they brought back was an identification and a matrix that showed what those other communities did. And then we selected what we thought were the best standards between all of them and put them together in one document.
Very good.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve, disapprove, or make any changes to the second reading of ordinance 2025-09-04B?
Make a motion, we approve 2025-09-04B.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second?
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Moving on to new business, we have a resolution of the City of Hardyville, South Carolina, City Council to enter into a professional services agreement with Halcyon Levine. I hope I didn't murder that. To provide consulting services to update the city's comprehensive plan and authorize the city manager to execute the agreement on behalf of the city. Ordinance number resolution number 2025-09-18A. Mr. Gruber.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So to tee this item up, South Carolina state law requires that local governments who implement zoning regulations are required by law to have a comprehensive plan. And the comprehensive plan is really a document that helps set forth where do you want to be as a community 20 years from now. It is your long-range planning document. That state law also requires that that plan be updated every 5 years. And so, as you can imagine, 5 years for us is definitely a long time because we are a much different community today than what we were 5 years ago. And so this is a very timely exercise for us, not only to comply with the requirements of the law, but to also just take into account all of the changing dynamics that are going on for us right now. So I know that staff has done an exhaustive search in terms of casting a very wide net for professional service firms. They narrowed their selections down to 3 finalists. They interviewed all 3 finalists. As I can tell you, I got reports after every interview, and every interview was, that firm was even better than the last one, and that firm was even better than the last one. And so by the time they came in with the firm that they're going to present to you tonight, they were just terribly excited about being able to work with this group. And so I've asked them to put together a presentation tonight to help convey to you why they're so excited about partnering with this organization.
Okay. Take it away, Ms. Brenner.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and Council. And yes, Katie and I are about as excited as I think we've ever been. We've got our full planner geek hats going on right now and everything else. And also through Teams is the consultants. The consultants are joining us this evening, so they are with us, and I will introduce them as we go through, just so they can hear. And if you have any questions, we can try to get through to them. So this is our selection process. The RFP went out in June. Closed. We had it out for 30 days, and it closed in July. 11 responses. I will have to tell you, for our last update, we had one response. And so out of those, really 9 were viable options, and we had a 5-member selection committee of staff members and our planning commission chair. And so we scored and came up with the clear top 3 and interviewed them. I think I included the scoring matrix in your packets. Halcyon Levine was the top score receiver from all members of the selection committee. The firm's relevant experience, size, capacity of the firm, and interview scores set them apart from the others. One thing we saw, they put their core principles in the proposal. They also have a partnership with Esri, which is the GIS firm that we are now moving into and have moving into working more with. This proposal incorporates a lot of visuals, graphics, scientific information, and true mapping to show new ways to engage the community, new illustrations, and a lot of vision and creativity that we thought was very important for us. They're out of Chicago. I know that's a long way away, but they've done a lot of work in South Carolina recently and want to increase that. We thought it was just overall a good fit for Hardyville as we're growing faster, and to bring some new life and new ideas into what we're trying to accomplish for the comprehensive plan. We want it to be more user-friendly. Like I mentioned, the graphics, we want it to be something you can go in and not just have to read paragraphs about what used to be in Hardyville. We want to show where we want to go. Revised budget. They did come in higher, they did reduce it after a discussion, and the not-to-exceed number is 149,520. So we were pleased with that, and we did have the money in the planning department's budget, and were able to accomplish that. So we look forward to answering any questions you have about this firm and moving forward with them. It's a 12-month process too.
Yeah.
So that's what we have for,
Council?
When do you get started?
as soon as possible. We were hoping to have everything accomplished by the festival, but it's getting a little time crunch.
Yeah.
But we are going to be doing a big public engagement kickoff. They're going to come spend some time in the city, as well as do a visioning session. So it's going to be a really big kickoff, and we look forward to wrapping all that in together and having as much public engagement virtually, in person, events, really hands-on with the citizens of Hardeeville.
Anyone else?
You said you had this in your budget. Did you particularly have this because you knew this was coming up?
We did.
Yes, sir. To that point, we had budgeted $125,000 as a placeholder, thinking that it was going to be somewhere in that ballpark. And then when we looked at what the actual cost was going to be, we sat down, talked with Brandon, talked with our finance director. Ultimately, the planning department has a vacancy at this point in time and has had for a couple of months. And so we were able to transfer some funds from personnel to professional services. So it is still within the adopted budget of the planning department.
145.9 for something that works is a lot better than 125 for something that
Yes, sir.
might
Yes,
work.
sir.
Yeah. How experienced are these folks with our area?
They've done Somerville, they've done Clemson, the city of Clemson, they've done Anderson, and they've done Kershaw County, which is a much more rural county in South Carolina. So they're really trying to open up their experiences in South Carolina. We really felt from the interview and from discussions that they looked for us. They had heard of Hardeeville, and they really wanted to reach out and get in our area, and we thought that was good. We also, Katie and I said to each other when we started this process, we want to work towards an award-winning plan, and that's one of the things they said in their interview too. We want an award-winning plan in South Carolina, so we thought it was a good match.
And I'm not so certain about the last one with Kershaw County, but the first three that you mentioned are all three very fast-growing or have been fast-growing communities at some time in the not-too-distant past. And so I think if you read the introductory letter that they included in their materials, they understand where we are and where we're headed. And so they hit that nail so far on the head that it was very clear that they were the best firm to work with.
What's the time frame for this?
12 months.
12 months.
What size are they as a firm, like 20 people, 15, do you know?
It's rather large. I don't know the exact number. I don't know if they can speak and answer that question. Josh Kuntz?
Yes, hi, I am able to answer that question. My name is Josh Kuntz. I'm planning practice lead with House Levine, and thank you all for having us here virtually tonight. It is good to see you all, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in person soon. And I just also wanted to say I'm joined by Andrea Barnes, who was out with you all for the interview with John Houseel, our founder. And I heard from both of them what an incredible experience it was to be out there. So we're really looking forward to this project. As to the question for size, I think right now we're right around 26 or 27 people. So we're not a large firm. Our home office is in Chicago, and we have a few satellite offices around the country. And as Brandon mentioned, we've done a lot of work in South Carolina, and it may seem far away, but it really is such a quick flight, and it allows us to get out there and even start work on the day that we travel whenever we come into the community. So.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I think that's a good sized firm for us to work with, because
Yeah.
they're gonna be well informed with one another, and when they get here, we're not dealing with someone that isn't up to date. So I think that was a wise selection as part of the overall decision.
Thank you. Okay. All right.
So we will need a motion to approve the
Yes, sir.
resolution.
Okay. So may I have a motion to approve, disapprove, or make any changes to Resolution 2025-09-18A?
Make a motion, we approve 2025-09-18A.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, moving on to the manager's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have nothing to report this evening.
Oh, wow. Wait a second, it's 5:45.
We're trying to beat John's record.
Mr. Carroll?
The only thing I would, like to say two things to, Josh, thank, one was, I've got how many citizens calls about the jail, and they did a very good job, and they've secured it, and I can't tell you how many people, what are they gonna do to the jail, and so, the jail looks good, and, Josh and I've had a few meetings and things, and Josh represented the city very well. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Carroll, appreciate that. Wanted to let you know, we've talked with our partners for the redevelopment of White Hardy Boulevard about how we can figure out a way to reincorporate the reuse of that jail building into that concept. And so they know that that's one of the things that we've asked for, but I very rarely tap into my creative side, but I wanted to let you know that we have come up with a name that if it can be repurposed as a coffee shop, we're gonna call it Coffee with Conviction.
I like that.
That's nice, I like that. Mr. White?
I just wanted to say thanks to Josh, the Low Country Legal Group that did the boil was interesting, and I was invited, and I was in town, and I was pleased to go, and it was, that's a very good group, and what I really got after it was all over is their appreciation of us as a city and working with us and interacting with us, and how competent they were as a group. So I was not only impressed with the Low Country Broil and how well that was done, but the group that was there. And then the other thing, like most people that are as old as I am, 9/11, big one.
Mr. Musman?
I'd like to thank Josh and all the staff for the work that goes in. What you all do make us look good. I guess that's the best way I can say that. We're here taking direction and getting the answers for what we need from you and staff. Last week I had the pleasure of having lunch at a staff luncheon, and when I commented earlier about family, I really meant it. As I sat down to lunch with the staff, I felt that we were all family. We're a small town with big ideas, and we're gonna fulfill all those ideas. It may take a while, it may take a short time, it may take a long time, but I think we're gonna get there. I do like the idea of this comprehensive plan coming on. We're gonna know where we're going for the future. I hope to be a part of that as it goes on, but I'm very, very proud of what we've done. We have moved on, and we're gonna continue to do that. And, you know, congratulations to all the staff, because you're the reason it happens. That's it.
Okay, I just have one comment, actually. Sunday, the 21st of September, is our mayor's birthday. And since he's not going to be here, I'd like to take the opportunity to wish him a happy birthday wherever he's at. And I'm sure he's listening or watching somewhere. So, happy birthday, Mr. Mayor.
Let's sing him happy birthday.
Oh, we can do that. Okay,
Happy birthday, Mr. Mayor.
okay. Any further business? Any comments, questions? All right.
Make a motion for
We
adjournment.
make a motion to adjourn the meeting today.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? None? The meeting is adjourned at 10 minutes to 6.
Great job.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
Ah,
What was John's record?
I don't know what was John's right.
Mayor Pro Tem
I think it was
Ford,
12
I
minutes.
need your signature
How
in
long?
a few.
12.
12 minutes?
That is a
Yours
high
was
bar.
12?
It was a stormy night, and we went right through, it was bad weather.
You're in second place.
Yeah. Did
Thank
you have
you,
enough
sir.
time to get the invocation and the pledge in?
We didn't thank Josh for the overtime, because you said that he makes you look good. I know it's a lot of overtime for that.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir? Things all right?
Thank you, Doll. Thank you for today.
Tried to call Brenda the other day, but I tried to call Brenda the other day, but I couldn't get her. She's hard to get. Oh, I know. I looked, I said, you know, I got about an hour. I'm gonna call Brenda.